Okay, thank you everybody for attending this call. My name is Dr. Jav, and as always, I'm very, very happy to see everyone. Now, this is a leadership call, so every single person on this webinar, every single person on this call is a leader and looking to build your business. And when we say build your business, we're talking about building a team of traders where we can help them trade successfully. Now, I also have Mandeep on the call, and the intention of this call is to make it into a Q&A session. We're going to try and do this every single week if we can, because I remember when going back just over a year now when I started, I had questions that I would like to have answered by my mentors, and by doing this collective call, I want everybody to communicate with each other, because Mandeep and I may not have all the answers for you. However, collectively, we will be able to help you and provide answers to your questions. Now, just looking through the list, I've got quite a few people that I recognize: Maria, Austin, Davish, Alvin, Emilio Mohammed, our P1K leader, who's going to be doing the presentation, the guest presentation in 10 minutes. So it's an honor to have you all on the call. Shiza, welcome to the call. Artie as well. So most people on this call are, either P150, P600 or P1000. And again, it's amazing ranks to have. And some of you are almost about to hit the next rank. So again, if you have any calls regarding how to hit the next rank, how to prospect, how to find people, we're here to help you. We're here to answer your questions. I'm going to ask Mandeep to step in now, and then we'll get everyone to talk. I'll unmute you all so you can ask us your questions. As we're speaking now, if you do have any questions, please drop us a chat message, and then I'll go through the questions as we go along. Mandeep, are you here?
Dr. Jav, yes, I am. How are you doing?
Very well. Wow, you're still in Dubai in the same hotel. How are things?
Oh my God, it's just really, really great. This is what I live for. The quality of the food, the drinks, and the
Wow.
water. It's amazing. So it's really
Amazing.
good.
Well, here in the UK, it's
I'm
26
blessed
degrees.
with you.
26 degrees. So I know in Dubai it's probably about 30. So yeah, you've gone a bit dark there. What's happened?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just having to move rooms because I just realized my internet connection in this part of the hotel is not good. So I'm just moving.
Right, okay, that's pretty good.
Yes, which is absolutely fine. So how is everyone doing? Feel free to put your videos on. Feel free to, this is basically a very informal chat. We're not doing any presentation or vibrato training here. So, feel free to be very comfortable with us. This is your opportunity to kind of let us know what help you need with your building, with your prospecting, with your presenting, because now is your opportunity in a very intimate environment to kind of ask us questions. And I remember when Dr. Jav and I used to have these in the early days, and we used to literally keep our mentors on their toes, asking them all sorts of questions. How can we build? What can we do? How can we be the best of us? How can we make that impact? And I do understand it's a very nice day today for those of us in England. It's a very beautiful day, and it's easy to, just sit outside and chill and relax. I get it. But what I also want you to understand is that, say if you could do that every day of your life, if you gave this 6 months of your life, 6 to 12 months, then where could you be? You could be you're chilling out, you're not having to worry about a boss or a job or anything like that forever, So just to kind of over to you guys, really, just to see what is good for you, what you want to ask, really. So feel free to either put it in the chat box if you're shy, or you can put on your video and ask questions. We did something similar to this last Monday, I think it was, where a lot of us were interacting. And, Jav, I've just realized you're wearing a freedom t-shirt.
Because it's all about freedom.
Woo! I still have to dig mine out, actually. Yeah, I remember we got that from, was it Dallas?
Dallas, yes. So I've got a couple of those knocking around.
Nice.
I just thought I'd wear it today. And as I'm speaking about freedom, we've had our first question in. So everybody, if you can put your videos on, that would be awesome, so we can see what you look like. And obviously, you can see what Mandeep looks like, and then myself. So Mandeep, first question.
First question.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I can see faces. Mohammed all ramping up for his presentation. Artie, your hair's looking very good.
Woo!
Yeah, in Mauritius, yeah, just like Dubai, I'm guessing.
Hi, Dab.
So I'm just waiting for the other people to put their videos on. That would be awesome. But Mandy, the first question.
Yeah, the first question is, what criteria do I have to hit for my first promotion? So basically, for the first promotion, the first ranking in the compensation plan is where you have 3 customers on your link, and that's where you're basically what's classed as a platinum 150. It's a platinum 150. That's literally it. So 3 customers, platinum 150, and that's when the residual income actually starts. So what you want to be focused on is the 3 customers. And I would say don't aim for 3, aim for 6. You know, because obviously if you aim for 6, you'll get 3. But just a note on that, with the prospecting, and this goes for everybody, we have got the offer of the $100 discount that ends this Sunday. So for those of you that want to make the most of it, help your friends, help your family, just say, look, you know, me and Jav didn't have that, by the way. You all are really lucky with your friends and family, because you get to, you know, give $100 off discount to your friends and family. So make the most of it. You know, let's impact someone's life. I was watching a webinar with a multi-millionaire in FOREX. Jav, maybe you know of him, Sandy Sadeja.
Yep.
Yeah, so he actually said, this is from the horse's mouth, he said that Forex is the best industry to be involved in right now, because it gives you a chance to really multiply and compound your income. So who else do we know out there that could do with this? You know, the more excited we are and passionate and getting out there and making things happen, the more people will start coming to us. So Shiza, I know that was a bit of a long-winded reply, but in answer to that, it is 3 people.
Let me add to that, Mandeep. So when I joined, I found 3 people within like 2 or 3 days, and Mandeep was the same. Mandeep did it easier than me. She actually utilized her family members, but I actually found people who were not family members. So if I can do it, if Mandeep can do it, we both have human DNA as far as I'm aware, Mandeep. So, and so does everybody else on this call. We're all human. So, and like I said, if one human can do it, any human can do it. And I talked about the law of attraction in a previous mentorship call, and that is all you need to do. Just imagine what you want to become, and you will become that. Say to yourself every single day. I know Mandeep has a book of affirmations, a book of gratitude, as do I.
Yep, gratitude journal.
Yeah, so please utilize these things. That's what they're here for. And we know this works. If not just a I've lost my head. Turn that light down. Okay. Yeah. If a multi-millionaire, as in someone who's earning over $1 million a month, is doing this, and we're following the same blueprint, that's good enough reason for me to do it. And every single person on this call should be doing it. And to hit the first rank, if you keep saying to yourself, this is difficult, you will not do it, or it will take too long. If you keep saying to yourself, yes, I will do it, and I will do it today, or I will do it this week, then you will do it. Give yourself a date, 2 days from today, and you'll make it. Once you've made the initial instruction to yourself that you're going to make it, that you will do it, then you'll do it. If you start faffing around saying, you know, I'll do it next week, or you haven't got the time, then you will never have the time. So say to yourself, I've got the time, I will do it, and you will do it. Does that make sense? You can all unmute yourself and Mandy, can you unmute them, or shall I unmute them? Okay, everybody's now unmute.
Yep.
So yeah, can anyone respond to that? Any other questions? I think someone's washing up in the background. Mandy, is that you?
Well, I'm at the hotel, so I ain't doing any washing up, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, if anyone wants to add to that question, please do so, because this is an open forum. And what you'll notice is that the more you ask, the more you're in public here, there's only a few of us here, the more you will progress. And when you come out of your comfort zone, amazing things happen. So yeah, someone's honking at me, Mandeep.
I know, it's like, what's going on? What's going on? So guys, anything, we want this to be as really informal. We're not doing any speeches here or any motivational chat. It's literally, what do you need from us to help you to get you to where you are? I think if there was like a potion we could make, Jav, maybe we could make a potion and give it to them, you know?
I think we have a potion. It's this promotion.
Yeah, that is true.
It's similar spelling. It's not a potion, but it's a promotion. And I'm not going to sing because I can't sing, but I do know that Mandy can sing. So later on today, I'm sure Mandy will sing us a song and do a little dance for us. Is that music? But basically, this promotion, I didn't have it when I started. Mandy didn't have it. And basically, it's about 80 quid, is it, or something? 80, 90 quid to join and learn to trade from the largest and most liquid market in the world. And to be honest, when our competitors are charging £5,000, it's a no-brainer. And if I was here aiming for my first rank, I would speak to every single person on the street about this. And this is what I do sometimes. I speak to anybody. I speak to people in the shop. I'll speak, even during the lockdown, I will speak to people and mention these things to them because it's such an amazing promotion. And get people onto the call, that would be amazing. Not just the call, sorry, onto the program. That would be awesome. Mandy, there's another question come in.
You might want to mute everyone.
Yeah.
Was that you?
No, that's. I think it's Austin because Austin likes to sing. But I will mute.
No, it's. I'm on the streets. I'm walking on the streets. So there's a guy driving by, playing loud music.
So that was a good guess. So that is Austin, everybody. Austin plays the steel band, so that is him on the drums, actually, not the street. But Austin, thank you for that. Austin, do you have a question?
No, I don't.
Okay, as you can see, Austin is as motivated as ever.
Very tired. Just walking back home.
That's okay. I like the mask, Austin. You don't need one, by the way. So anyway, we'll talk about that later. Mandy, there's another.
I'm going to wear this mask for the next 6 months, no matter what you say.
Okay, Austin. You don't need a mask unless you're operating, but that's fine. Mandy, can you hear me? I think I've muted everybody. Mandy, do you want to ask the next question?
As well. Let me just have a look. Where's the mask on? All right. Okay. So next question. How do I follow up? Sorry. How can I utilize my social media to maximize my reach? Okay. Social media. The easiest thing I can say is post, plaster. And what that means is that you want to post as much as you can and plaster your face with your photos, your videos, all on social media, because what people like is consistency. If you are someone who posts consistently on social media, whether it's a video of yourself, it's a quote, it's a training that you're doing. For example, you can take a picture of this training, let me pose, and then you can put it on social media and say, look, I'm being trained by my mentors, live mentorship, or you can put something like, proud to be part of a team, hashtag, and then put all your hashtags in. So my sort of suggestion to that, Shiza, is the way to maximize it is to, number one, promote yourself on social media. Number two, send out a minimum of 25 to 30 messages a day. 25 to 30 messages a day. If you're doing 30 a day, that's 210 messages a week. And honestly, think of the impact that could create. So it's all about consistency, posting and prospecting. That's literally what you want to do. Do you have anything you want to add? Are you taking a picture of social media?
Yeah. Mandeep, can you do that pose for me again? Yeah, brilliant. So I've got that. Now, if you go to my Instagram in the next half an hour or so, you will see this video on there. And again, if you use Instagram stories, the more you put on there, the more people will come to your profile. And the good news is you don't need thousands of followers. A few hundred here and there is enough initially, but your followers will grow. What you need to do is follow people that you feel could do well in this business, and a lot of them will follow you back. And your following will naturally, organically grow. And by adding stories every single day, like this one that I've just done of Mandy posing and the team here, by adding stories like this, people will come to you. Now, whenever you add stories, I always add hashtags, as does Mandy. And a good hashtag for this would be to use maybe FOREX. So hashtag FOREX, hashtag network marketing, hashtag entrepreneur. Mandeep, do you know any hashtags? Hashtag Mandeep, because you're so famous. And
I'm actually a hashtag. That is true. I'm just kidding. And I'm not hashtag. But the hashtags you can use are hashtag mindset, hashtag success, hashtag Forex, Forex trading. For all the women on the call that are targeting other women, mompreneur or lady boss, women in business. So all these hashtags you can put into your story and your storyboard, which will help to attract more people.
And for the man, hashtag man.
That is a poor hashtag, Jav. Hashtag man. Hashtag freedom. You got it on your shirt.
Hashtag freedom. This will be on there today. Hashtag dadpreneur.
Yeah.
So it's not just the women that get all the limelight. Men can do it as well. So I mean, yeah, hashtags really work, because if people don't know you, if people are not following you, they will still be searching for the hashtag. So when they search for that hashtag, your videos or your photos will appear in their newsfeed, and then they will effectively come and look at your profile, see what you're doing, and follow you. But before all that, have a look at your profile and make sure it's professional. So obviously, you shouldn't have too many bikini shots on there, Mandeep. Too many shots of you drinking whatever you want to drink. Try and focus on the business, and also have a bit of personal life in there as well, as do I and Mandeep. So look at our profiles and try and mimic those profiles, and then you'll find that people will come to you. Next question.
I just wanted to ask. Can you guys
Maria!
Hi! So I look a bit of a mess, like I'm sorry, but I was like, it's fine.
That's okay.
It's the family, okay? They couldn't see me like this, it's okay.
Yes, okay.
Literally. But I just wanted to ask, do you think it would be a good idea for us as a team to have like a hashtag or like something? Because I see a lot of like I was talking to someone who was part of one of the London teams today, and we were just talking about how, you know, the culture that they've developed in the USA, and also especially down south, where it's almost as though it's like a, you know, like a little in club where, you know, you want to be a part of it, and whether that would be a good idea for us to create.
I think that's a really good idea, and I think Mandeep and I will have a discussion and come up with a hashtag name. Obviously, the group's name's Dynamite, but we can have a discussion and come up with something that's really good. And then if you all use that, people can see that we're part of the same team.
Literally. And like,
so, yeah. I mean, we're growing every single day, so I can see us being several thousand by the end of this year. And if we start using that as part of our hashtags, we'll have the collective audience coming to us. Mandeep, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think that sounds great. If we all pull together, because obviously if we're basically using the same sort of hashtag, that's going to gain more followers naturally over time. So I think it's a really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Good shout, Maria. It's glad to see you again. And any other questions, anyone? Artie, you're looking really happy. I think you got a question in there, so let me know.
We've got another question from Shiza. She's written, how do I know... Oh, sorry, Davish, sorry. Dav, how do I follow up with people who I already invited to Zoom presentations?
Very good question. Mandeep, do you want to start?
Oh, right. I thought you were starting, but that's fine. No problem. So basically, with people that are following up, what I always recommend is that try to aim to, this is the way I do it, but try to speak to the person before the presentation so you can find out a bit about their why. So if you've got someone from Eventbrite or Instagram, try and have a conversation with them prior to the Zoom webinar, so you can get to understand what is their why for learning Forex, what are they currently doing, what's their drive. Because it makes it easier to close them afterwards, to say, right, you know how you mentioned about financial freedom and paying off your mortgage? Well, this is such a great thing. So how soon are you ready to start paying off your mortgage? How soon you start to working towards your goals? So you're basically sort of giving back to them the benefit with saying, right, how soon do you want to start that then? And that's literally it. So did you have any questions? Hey, Dav, how's it going? You saw the presentation. What did you like best? How soon do you want to get started? They're the two questions I ask when I close people. What about yourself, Jav?
Yeah, exactly. Engagement is everything. If you don't engage with your prospect, with your guest, they will not buy from you. And I've had some prospects that I've been engaging with for years before they join, months. So if I had not engaged with those people continuously, I think Maria was one of them, who took a while to join. If I had not engaged with people like you, Maria, then you would have not have joined. So engagement is key here. Make sure you have a conversation with them. You don't have to just talk about business and trading. You talk about the weather, talk about, I don't know, your t-shirt. It doesn't really matter. But a common, whatever the common factor is for both of you. Certainly, going back to social media, and hashtags like entrepreneur and all these hashtags work. But if you have a hobby, so whatever your hobby is, like Mandeep's is like drinking, for example, orange juice, and she could be in that club, and if she was to use that hashtag, other people would find her with the same interest. So in Austin's case, I think he's got an interest of, I don't know, wearing masks. So again, a lot of people are wearing masks at the moment, or even cars. If you're interested in classic cars, if you're in that hashtag group, people can relate to you, and you can talk about that, and then start talking about trading as well. And that's how people become engaged and buy from you. And when you're inviting people to Zoom calls, invite them a day before, several hours before, 1 hour before, 5 minutes before. When you go live, invite them again, because people will forget. And then you must always get back in touch with them after the call, because otherwise people won't join. No one's going to come back to you. Maybe 1 out of 10 might come back to you, but most people will not come back to you. So you have to get back to them after the call, engage with them again, and then they will convert. Hope that makes sense. Was that okay, Dav?
I think you were saying yes.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Mandy,
I think it's frozen, but yeah, no, I think that's okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Shiza has written, how do I reach out to the right people? So sorry, how do I know who would be the right people for me to reach when I send out messages? I didn't think about hashtags. People favorite thing to ask me if it's a scam. Okay, what's the best response to that? They're willing but skeptical. Okay, so in terms of the right type of audience, you've got to gauge it with the profile. Have a look at their profile. Do they look entrepreneurial? Do they look like they're doing something? If you've got a profile and it's just of a guy eating kebabs and food and stuff, I knew you'd like that, Jav. So, you know, if it's someone like that's not the kind of caliber we're looking for. You want someone who's entrepreneurial. Are they a lady boss? Are they basically building a business? You can always tell. If I just go to my Instagram, you can always tell what kind of person someone is. So if you were to have a look at this person here, obviously it's my profile, I get it, but you can see here what I've written. Thoughts become energy, serve others, leave a legacy. So someone looking at that will probably approach me and say, okay, right, this looks like someone I want to follow. She's basically building a business, she's doing something, you know, and that's actually really, really useful. If we have a look at I'm trying to look for another example now. This is one of the ladies that got promoted on our team recently, Samira. So you can see all the things that she's written there, entrepreneur, a bit about her profile. So if you were approaching her on social media, then also that's another example. So you want to remember, like attracts like. I know we covered quite a lot of this on the call a couple of days ago, but whatever you are is what you will attract. So if your profile looks like someone that you're in joggers, it's not, you're kind of lots of food on there, that's fine, but you will attract like people. So if Samira, you were looking to approach her and she's looking at your profile thinking, this person is trying to tell me about Forex, but look at their profile, it's not going to work, because like attracts like. So whatever vibe, whatever profile you give out on your profile is the vibe that you're going to attract. So Jav, would you like to add?
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. And also when you're searching hashtags, like if you search hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag Forex trading, sometimes I blindly follow these people, because if you're doing 30, 40 messages a day, you haven't got the time to look at every single profile. But chances are, if you're following a decent hashtag, you'll get the decent people. If you're following hashtag, like Mandeep said, kebab, then you might not get the person that you're looking for. But generally, you need hungry people, people that are wanting to succeed, people that are wanting to put the effort in to make something big. Because this business is amazing. Whether you know it or not, we've got people in this business earning over $1 million every single month. So if somebody else can do it, so can you. There's no reason why you can't do it. This business is not like a job. I don't know many jobs where you can earn $1 million a month. And that's kind of like says it all. So going back to that question again, how do you find the right people? Even when you think you've got the right person, sometimes that person might not be right. So I never turn down a prospect. If someone approaches me and they're interested in the business, I will speak to them regardless, or I will approach other people who have got the right hashtags. And we've talked about hashtags in other videos, and we will go back, revisit that in the next few weeks. But again, hashtags are very, very powerful, and effectively they've done the work for you. So you don't really have to guess, is this the right person or not? If the hashtag is right, chances are they're the right person for you. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Shiza. We're not sending the messages out. Oh, sorry. Yes, you can use hashtags and stories. So hashtags are very, very powerful. Use them whenever you like. I've noticed some people using them on WhatsApp. I've got no idea why, because they are not searchable, Mandy. Anyway, people. Okay. Yeah, go on. Sorry, Mandy. Go on. Your shout. Next question.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We had something from Artie. Artie, thank you for this one. I followed and implemented all the learns and advice given, improving every day and building my confidence. What's the average length of time before you sign 3 people up?
Do you want to start, or do you want to start on that?
You can start.
Yeah, there is no average, Artie. Some people have become chairman 10 in 3 months. Some people have become chairman 10 in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. There's no average. When it comes to signing your first 3 people up, I did that within the first couple of days, as did Mandeep. Some people take 2 months, 3 months. Some people take a year. Again, going back to the law of attraction, what you say to yourself will happen. If you say to yourself, I will do it this week, say it to yourself every single day, write it down every single day 10 times, and you will likely do it. If you say to yourself, this is difficult, it's not working, I think it might take a month, I think it might take 6 months, then it will take a month or 6 months. Mandy.
You know what? It's actually an interesting question you asked, Artie, because this just literally this morning, this is how crazy, probably we're on the same wavelength or something, but it was just this morning. I had a post from someone on Facebook and they were talking about, it was actually Dr. Joe Vitale. Dr. Joe Vitale is someone who's featured in The Secret. If you are on this call right now and you have not watched The Secret, homework for tonight, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, homework for tonight. Get a Netflix account and watch The Secret, because that is really a life-changing movie. But what he spoke about was language. And the human tendency is to basically go to think more towards the negative than the positive. Like in the video, he talks about, I'm going to be late for work. I don't know if I can finish the project. I don't know if I can sign people up. I don't know if this can happen. I don't know if I'll make the sale. So constantly, it's just human nature. We have a very big fireball of negative energy. So it means that constantly we're always thinking the opposite. But when we start changing our language to say, I can sign 3 people up easily. I have 3 people. You're then focused not so much on the how, but you're focused on the why. Like you just know it's going to happen. So my advice to you, Artie, is if you keep saying to yourself, I'm so happy and grateful, I'm platinum 150. I've signed up 3 people like that. I don't know how, but I just know it's come to me. I guarantee you things will start moving and you'll get your first couple of customers sooner than you think, because not only are you changing your language, but you're also changing your thinking towards the situation. Remember, a situation is only so depending on the the thinking. So we might look at the same situation but have different perceptions. One of us might say, okay, this is a bit tricky. One of us might say, this is so easy. But what is the difference? It's the thinking. The thinking makes it so. So what I'd say is, number 1, affirmations, and really believe. Don't kind of force it. Just feel good about it. I've got my 3 customers. If I said to you right here, right now on this call, Artie, this Friday, in 2 days, you're receiving your first paycheck for $150 for hitting how would you feel? You'd feel great, right? So this is an exercise that you can start doing in terms of putting yourself in the present and feeling grateful for it even before it arrives.
Yeah, and
keep doing what you're doing, hon. You're going to get that. I know you're going to get there. We know you're going to get there. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I know we're clapping $150, but just imagine this. $150 is residual income. Yeah, I wasn't feeling too well a couple of weeks ago, but I was still getting paid. I didn't do any work, but I was still getting paid. If you can make $150, you can make $150,000 a month or a week. So it's duplication. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And Mandy talked about in the film The Secret, which I watched a long, long time ago. There's another film called, I think, What the Bleep Do We Know? And in that film, it talks about the universe is made up of your thoughts and not matter. So that's very, very powerful, because whatever you think will come into fruition. Yeah, the guy who designed the beef burger, he had to think about it before. Mobile phone, same difference. Whatever you think comes into being. So make sure your thoughts are what you want to happen to yourself. And again, going back to what Mandeep has said, be happy. Even if you're sad, be happy. Because I think I don't know if you know this Mandeep, but Christopher Terry was saying that his mum died or something. And he was in a very, very important meeting, and he did not allow himself to become depressed. He had the phone call while he was in this meeting. His mum had died, and he compartmentalized that idea and stuck it somewhere in his head to think about it later, because the meeting was very important, and it made no difference if he was sad then or not. Obviously, it would do to the meeting. He could be sad later. So your thoughts are extremely powerful. Thoughts can actually kill people. Thoughts can bring people into life, and your energy and your frequency is so important. Live as if you've already achieved your goal. Me and Mandeep live as chairman 500s. I don't know if you've seen how much Mandeep spends every day, but she's living like a chairman 500. Yeah, we're spending thousands. So live like you've achieved your goal, and you will get there. Mandeep smirking to yourself, but yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
No, I was trying to find a video that I wanted to show everyone, so I'm going to try and find it. It's just relation to the next question. But yeah, no, hopefully that kind of answers that question. It's all about living and being grateful in the present. Trust me, if I'm totally honest, and I think I've mentioned this before, I found this hard to do, because when I was in the corporate world, it was, and I'm telling you straight, by the way, no kind of, what's the word, fluffing things up. But when I was in the corporate world, I thought, this is not good. I'm not happy with my pay. I'm not happy with this. I feel frustrated. I don't like my boss. I don't like this. And every day I'd feed that energy into myself, that negative energy, that nothing's happening. My wages are kind of like, they're good, but they're kind of not changed dramatically over the last sort of, few years. I want to go out and have a beach holiday. I want to go to the other side of the world without telling anyone or my boss or asking for permission. But it was when I actually came in this company that I started understanding a lot about gratitude. So even if you're here right now and you're just a customer, be grateful. At least you took the step to make a change towards your financial future. So be grateful. We're on this journey. Everybody's going with us. We're all going together and we're going to do something great. Think about it. At the end of 2020, you could be in a much better financial, spiritual, and greater position than what you are now, just by being grateful. Because abundance and gratefulness changes everything. It really does. So Artie, I hope that really, really helps you.
Maybe just add to that.
Yeah, go for it.
Going off cue a little bit, but just imagine this. Just imagine your, I don't know, P1000 today. Okay. If you continue with this business, and I've seen this with a lot of people, 6 months from today, 12 months from today, you could be P5000 or Chairman 10. Once you're P5000 and Chairman 10, if you were to continue with the business again and keep working at the same pace, if not a harder pace, a year from then, you could hit the Chairman 50. You could hit the Chairman 100. As many people have. A Chairman 100 is making $100,000 a month. Do you know many people in your current position, vocations doing that? There's not many people doing that unless they are business owners. If you just keep at it and don't give up, if you've got any issues, questions, reach out to your mentors, reach out to me or Mandeep. Keep going at it every single day. You'll hit those numbers, and there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Perfect. So Shiza has saying, people's favorite thing to ask me is, if it's a scam, what's the best response to that? So do you want to go first, Jav, or shall I?
Yeah, I can go first.
Yeah, you go for it. Yep.
Let me just mute people because I can hear people singing again. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Right. Right. Normally, what I used to do is when I first started, I used to try and, answer that question. But nowadays, I say, okay, that's fine. I'll speak to you again later. And I keep in constant contact with these people, because what happens is that through engagement, people, I'm assuming this person's, someone you don't know. If it's a personal contact, you can easily address that, and you've already got the engagement in place. It's harder for a cold person, someone you don't know, for you to answer this question. So what I do is, you can answer this many ways, but what I tend to do nowadays is I haven't got the time to say, no, it's not, and for them to say, yes, it is, no, it's not. I haven't got the time for that. Life's too short and I've got bigger plans. So what I do is I keep them on my list and I can keep in touch with them. I keep, weekly, monthly engagement with these people. And what I find is these people do eventually join because they can see that this actually makes sense. Now, the problem is in life generally is that 95% of things that you come across are actually scams. A job is actually a scam, believe it or not, because you've been programmed to do that job since day one. You've been programmed to go to schools, think in a certain way, read certain books. When you finish school, you go to university, you've been programmed again to think a certain way. And throughout that, you are programmed to do a job. Even if you're doing a degree in business, your lecturers may not be business owners, which is why they're lecturers. So even then, your lecturers do not know what financial freedom means. And you are again programmed effectively to run a business or basically to have a job. So having a job is a scam. Financial freedom is not a scam, but society teaches you that it is a scam. So that's what you need to put across to your prospects, to your guests. But again, don't waste too much time with them. Move on to the next one, because you don't want to start, surrounding yourself with negative issues, because that is quite a negative thing. Keep moving forward and keep an engagement with this person, and that person might convert. Mandeep. Mandy, just mute.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, that's fine. Basically, there's a couple of ways that you can answer this. I'm going to answer it my way, and then I'm going to get Abdullah to do it his way on the video that I've just found. So basically, in relation to the scam question, and again, you have to gauge the person, but ask them, what do you really think about the other way of making money? So you think this is a scam, but what about the fact that most of us are working the 40-40-40 rule, and that is 40 hours a week for 40 years of our life to return 40% of what we couldn't afford to live on in the first place. So do you think that's okay? That's not a scam? Do you agree with that? Do you think that's a better way, or do you think ours is a better way? And now, I mean, that's just one way of explaining it, because genuinely, that's what I say to people, depending on the relationship. I'll say, look, I'm going to level with you here. Been going since 2013. It's a very, very good company. But if you think that your way is better, no problem. But 40-40-40, I think, is a good way of answering it. And then the other way of answering the question is like this. So, yeah, I'll see that.
My question is, do you believe dollar, pound, euro, these are legit currencies? If they are, then this is a business. Is that simple?
Did you hear what he just said? Do you believe in the dollar, yen, euro, pound? I'm going to post it in the group, by the way. If you think they're all real currencies and this is a real business, that's literally it. That's literally, and he's a chairman 25. He earns plenty. He's doing really well. But just like that, when I heard that, I thought, wow, this is actually, and I use that a lot. Do you believe in the pound, the yen, the dollar, the euro? If you think they're legitimate currencies and this is a legitimate business, that's literally it. So that's the way of answering that one. Being smart and just saying, look, it is definitely a real business. I want to
add, Mandy.
Say it again. Yeah, go ahead.
One thing to add. So obviously there's two aspects to this business. One is the Forex trading, and one is obviously building the business and building a team. So some people might say, Forex is okay, the building the business is a scam, or vice versa. Now, in the case of Forex, banks do it. Yeah. Obviously, I think banks are a scam anyway, but let's not talk about that. But most people trust their banks, okay? Most people, 95% of people, in fact, 99% of people that you meet that are interested in this business will trust their bank. Whatever you think about banks is irrelevant. So on that basis, Forex is not a scam. Banks do it. Banks collectively make over $1 million every single day from this business. So can you. In the case of building the business, why is that a scam? Why is affiliate marketing or network marketing a scam? John Lewis does it. Sainsbury's do it. Carphone Warehouse does it. All of these businesses do affiliate marketing, which is just another name for network marketing. They use other avenues to bring in customers. And this is the same. It's called word of mouth marketing. It's one of the earliest forms of marketing there is available. Why is that a scam? Is John Lewis a scam? Is the Carphone Warehouse a scam? And people will say no. Is Amazon a scam? Amazon pays affiliate income to partners. Your broker does the same. So is everything a scam? Now, again, write this down. Eric Worre, E-R-I-C, Worre, W-O-R-R-E. He's one of the top trainers on network marketing. Listen to some of his stuff because he addresses all these issues over and over again. And he's a very, very powerful speaker. He runs events in the USA every single year. Eric Worre, search him up, buy his book, GoPro, and listen to his teachings on YouTube, and you will be able to answer these questions. Andy.
So hopefully that answers that one, Shiza. And just to the second part that you wrote, they're willing, but they're skeptical. What I'd say is that just for their peace of mind, you can actually say to them, look, we have a 7-day money back guarantee. So if you're really, really that skeptical, you can try it out for 7 days. And if you don't like what you see, then get your money back after 7 days. That's literally, if they're that skeptical. I don't like telling people too much about that, because then it kind of gives them a clause to get out. But you can just say, look, there's no contract. So we're not tying you or anything. We are that confident that this is the best platform. So if you like it, great. If not, lump it. That's literally it. So we're not tying anyone to anything. So hopefully that answers your question. Artie, I've been doing a lot of self-development affirmations, just being patient, phenomenal. Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep going. Very good.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Shannon, what do you do when people are interested, but then they say they'll think about it, or I have work, I'm too busy, etc.? I think in answer to that one, it's a case of exploring their why. And this is why getting to know the person is quite important, because then you can say back to them, so listen, how soon do you want to start earning money to cover your son's nursery fees? Like, how soon do you want to make that happen? Are you looking at this month, this year? Are you looking at the next couple of years? Because that will really make them think that, wow, if my son's in nursery now, I've got to cover the fees now. There's an urgency. So when you, I mean, personally, I feel that when you explore a person's why, it's better, because then you can relate it back to them. Listen, you spoke about that mortgage, you've got moved into a new house. Now Corona's come and lots is going on and what have you. But listen, how soon do you want to start paying off that mortgage? How soon do you want to start, when everything does go back to normal, how soon do you want to start traveling? How soon do you want to sack the boss? Are you looking to stay and work for an extra, what, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Are you looking to, actually, why don't you ask them this? Are you looking to quit your job this year, or maybe 2030 or 2025? Throw some dates, because that really gives them an idea of, okay, right here, right now, what do you want to do? So I would say personally explore their why. Jav, over to you.
Yeah, I mean, your why should make you cry. That's how powerful your why has to be. Write that down. Your why should make you cry. If your why does not make you cry, find a different why, but make sure it's your why, not somebody else's. So your why should make you cry, and that's what's going to carry you forward. Does that make sense? What was that question again, Mandy? I've lost the question.
People say I'm too busy, I want to think about it.
Yeah, okay. Don't waste your time with busybodies, is what I say. There's 7.8 billion people in the world. That's a big number, 7.8 billion, and you can't find 3 people. You know, millionaires, billionaires are laughing at millionaires, thinking, why are you a millionaire? You can be a billionaire. And henceforth, I mean, there's so many people in the world, there's so much opportunity, you just got to grab it. And as I'm looking at the screen, Mohammed, welcome back. Mohammed's just done his presentation for the, and Mohammed is our P1000 leader. Absolutely amazing to see you again. Let me just talk about Mohammed for a few seconds, Mohammed, if you don't mind.
Sure, that's fine, bro.
Yeah. Mohammed joined this business. He found me somehow, and then he decided to trust me, and I'm guessing he's happy. Now, Mohammed is a full-time student, yet Mohammed is earning, at the moment, half the national average as a residual. Half the national average income. The average income in the UK is £1,800. $1,000 is about half that, give and take. Obviously, if you bring in more people, you get paid more. But let's say half and half. And I'm not even including his Forex profits. And he's a student. I truly believe, and Mohammed does as well, within the next 1 or 2 months, Mohammed will be a P2000 earning the national average wage. Mohammed is just one case of many, many cases in this group. If he continues to replicate what we're doing, what we're teaching, there's no reason by the end of this year that he shouldn't be a P5000. A P5000 is it's over double the national average in the UK, and it's the residual. And I'm not even including your Forex income. So again, we've all got the same human DNA. If one person can do it, the other can do it. It's just a question of being teachable. Listen to your mentors. Don't try and believe that you know everything. Just listen to your mentors and just do exactly what they tell you to do. Next question.
Yeah, 100%. Mohammed, that you were really great. I had you on my phone. That's why I kept looking down at my phone, but you were really, really great. So, and I've got Jay actually texted me, our P5000 leader, and his exact words were, for a first attempt, that was really good. So well done.
Thanks a lot.
Boost you, so, really good.
I'm honestly very thirsty at the moment. I need water.
Oh, not long to go till you break your fast, right? Half an hour?
Yeah, I guess, half an hour, something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Remember, this is my 5th Zoom today. 5th webinar.
Oh my God.
So no excuses.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. No excuses.
They're doing clap for carers at the moment. Let's do a clap for the family. It's Wednesday. We'll do it on Thursday. Yeah, clap for family.
100%. Right, okay, so Rael is actually Nemo, Jav. So Nemo's actually with us on the call. And she has
wow, Nemo from Somalia.
Yes, Nemo from Somalia is actually on our call, which is great. So she's
so
an amazing entrepreneur. She's great. So she's written, some people, they join and then leave in the first month. They're excited at the beginning, but then they might kind of trail away after the first month. How do we encourage them to continue?
Nemo, I don't care if people leave, because new people come in all the time. When I first started this business, I used to start crying, not literally, but when one person left. And then what I found was, as you keep going, people will naturally leave. Those people are the 95% that will go back into their jobs, earning their whatever it is, minimum wage, working in McDonald's for the rest of their life. It's the people that stay that are going to absolutely smash this business for themselves and for you. Focus on the ones that are staying. If you focus on the ones that are leaving, more people will leave. Change your focus to the ones that are staying. On the side of encouragement, we do these calls every single week, and this should act as an encouragement for them. We do trading calls every single day. We do trading calls. There's no reason for anyone not to make money on this through trading. Mandeep, our own master trader, ECC11 queen, whatever you want to call her, she's doing training every single week. Even if you take 50% of her trades, your monthly membership will be covered. Increase your lot size and you'll cover it multiple times. I hope that's answered your question, Nemo. Focus on the positives. Look at new blood coming in. Focus on the new people coming in. Don't look at the people leaving. Some of them will return. Don't worry about them. Change your focus and more people will come. We've got about 10 more minutes before, Mandeep.
Sorry, say it again.
We've got about 10 more minutes.
We've got 10 more minutes. Okay. Yeah. So just to add to that, Nemo, I would say if we really look at the package and you know, sometimes people say, oh, I can't afford the monthly fee, all that and the other. I'm going to show you on the calculator right now something. The monthly fee is $174, yeah, for the platinum pack. Now, if we actually divide this by 20 days of trading, watch this, 20 days of trading, right? Can you see that number there? 8.7. A person needs to make $8.7 per day in a month to cover their fee. Now, say worst case scenario, they didn't make $8, they made $4. That's still a good thing. To make half of your monthly fee in your first few months, that's amazing. So if we can educate those people to say $8.7, and by the way, no one has any excuse to say they're not making money, because I physically teach the sessions and we're always catching a lot of pips. Some of them, like I think 5 or 10% of them might not go the right way, but the majority of our profit, our trade ideas from both harmonic scanner and the ECC11 are hitting TPs. And I know that because I teach it. So I know they're hitting TPs. Jav knows, Mohammed knows, we all know. So it's a case of just educating them, number one. Number two, I think their why is really important. So I think we know most of your whys on this call. Why do you want to do this business? This business is not a one-stop shop where you enter it for the first month and leave it for the next month. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So dig into their why and say, right, Daniel, or right, Jav, why do you want to do this business? There's loads of jobs out there. There's loads of opportunities. Why this? So I think exploring their why will really help towards that and helping them consistently to make money.
Mandeep, can you divide that number by 30?
Yep. So 174 divided by 30 is 5.8.
Right, £5.80. What's that? One cappuccino and a biscuit? Now, cryptocurrency never sleeps. Bitcoin is 7 days a week.
And that's dollars, by the way, not pounds.
Oh, dollars. There you go. One cappuccino. That is one cappuccino, basically, in the UK. And cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, you can trade 7 days a week. So I trade Bitcoin on Sundays, Saturdays. Doesn't make a difference. You can do long-term trades. You can hold on to Bitcoin. At the moment, my recommendation to every single person on this call is buy some Bitcoin. If you can't buy the one full Bitcoin, you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin and just hold on to it and start to learn how to trade as well. The training is in the back office. You can learn how to trade Bitcoin as well. And like I said on my earlier Zoom today, we are expecting this to hit 6 figures within 2-3 years from today. So yeah, there's no excuse. No one's got an excuse not to make money. What you'll find is that people that have excuses for everything. So it's probably not the right thing for them to become financially free. Maybe they're happier earning whatever they're earning on minimum wage. And you can't force a horse to drink water, yet you can lead it to water. And that's what we're doing here. We're leading people to success, but we can't force you to do anything. Your own mindset comes into play, and also the culture that you've been brought up in, but you can change all that through personal development, and that's what we're here for. Any other final question, Mandy?
Yeah, I think all the questions are answered now. I think we answered Shiz's about the scam and all that sort of stuff, and the RTs and Shannon. So everybody, I think we've pretty much done that. What I just wanted to finish off with everybody, and Jav as well, was that we've got the $100 discount that ends this Sunday. So really, really focus on those people that you can make an impact. If you really in your heart and mind believe that you're going to aim for 3 to 6 customers this week, you don't know how they're going to come. You're just going to, go on social media, speak to your friends. You've got 5 days to make a difference, not to you, but to someone else's life. Someone else out there right now is crying for a rope or something that can help them. You've got 5 days to make a difference to someone. who will it be? We'll leave that with you. And Jav, you can finish off the call.
What I would say is don't sleep for 5 days. Prospect like crazy. If you, I mean, can someone give me an example of a a leader? Anyone? Any leaders in the group? Any entrepreneur? Any billionaire or any company owner? Does anybody know anybody? Any famous person who's doing really well?
Warren Buffett.
Okay, Warren Buffett. Now, if you go online onto YouTube, YouTube's free, search Warren Buffett and look at some of his quotes. Do you think he is where he is today by not doing anything? He will say to you, I was working 20 hours a day for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, and now I'm financially free for life. Compare that to working 8 hours a day for 40 years. Which one do you prefer? So all I'm saying to you is for the next 3, 4, 5 days, don't go to sleep. Those of you that are fasting, you don't sleep anyway, so that's good. But those of you that don't fast, Mandeep, yeah, don't sleep for the next 3 to 5 days. Obviously, you can have a little bit of sleep here and there. I mean, you can do your power naps. But what you'll find is that if you focus on this, amazing things will happen. Where your focus goes, energy flows. So whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're doing, what you'll find is if you're working in a job, you are thinking mostly about your job every day. On most suicidal and depressing thoughts occur on a Sunday because people have to go back to their jobs on Mondays. Just think about that for a second. I'm not saying most suicides, I'm saying a lot of depression occurs on Sundays. A lot of people think about, ending their lives, unfortunately, because they have to go back to work on Mondays. All I'm asking you to do is put the focus in, put the time in, put the effort in, and this can change your life, and not just your life. If you change one person's life, you change the life of humanity. Your whole family's life you can change. The more people you help, the more you'll get back. Those are my closing remarks. Make the most of this promotion that we're doing. We're doing this out of our own pockets. The company's not paying this, and we're doing this for you and your people because we want you to succeed. I just want you to taste success, and this will help you get there. So make the most of the next 5 days, and every single person on this call can do it and will do it. Mandeep, final word.
Yeah, that's it really. We have, if you're not confident presenting the guest presentation, plug them into the 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock calls that are happening this week. Or if you want myself or Jav to just jump on a call, please make the most of us. We are here at your disposal to make the most of. Pick up the phone to say, can you just jump on this call, close the prospect, or can you just have a chat with them? We are more than happy. We are here to help you all to get to where you want, whether it's financial freedom, sacking your boss, whatever your goal is, let's get there together. So please make the most of us being there, and let's all win together.
Yeah, Mandeep, thank you everybody. Thank you everyone for attending this call. Every single one of you is a success, and let's go there. Let's get that together, and we will see you all very, very soon. And again, to your success, everybody.
To your success. Woo! Let's do it.
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye, babe.